Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work, and thank you for joining in on this morning's edition of Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, because you literally cannot sleep on the Cowboys, because things happen late in the evening, late at night, first thing in the morning. So you want to be up to speed with all that is America's team. And shout out to Sandman, who sent me a message basically saying, you need to hurry up and do your report because I'm headed to work to get my coffee, to get the veterans together so we can find out what is going on with America's team. So shout out to you and all the veterans, and thank you guys for all of what you guys do to keep us safe. Speaking of America's team is one of those things like bandwagon that's thrown around where people use it and don't really understand what it means. Okay? If you've been a Dallas Cowboy fan, just let's say for the last 15 years, then you're really a fan of the team because there has not been a bandwagon. By definition, what a bandwagon means is the marching band and the bandwagon comes through. They're having a party. And because they're having a party, you join the party. The Cowboys, we ain't had a party since the 90s, mid-90s. Okay? There's not been anything good. We've had Jason Garrett since 2010 as the head coach. We've had 2 playoff berths. It's not been a party. A bandwagon would be all these Eagle fans right now that are now wearing paraphernalia on their cars and bragging, oh, my Eagles, my Eagles. Guys that, they may have always been Eagle fans, but they were awful quiet. They're on the bandwagon. Just like the Seattle Seahawks bandwagon that started, when they won their first Super Bowl. Just like the New England Patriots bandwagon that started some 16 years ago with Tom Brady. Before then, I challenge you before 2000 to find a New England fan, to find a New Orleans Saints fan that's not in New Orleans. I dare you to find a Seattle Seahawks fan. Okay? Those are bandwagon fans. And America's team is another one of those ones that was a nickname given to the Cowboys. It wasn't any actual poll or anything like that came out and said, by ratings, this team is America's team. Okay, they're the most popular team. They said, hey, look, they got the star on the helmet. They got all the glitz and the glory and stuff. We'll call them America's team. It's a nickname. But what you're seeing now is everybody wants a piece of that. They want a piece of what us Dallas Cowboys are. Okay? You got New York Giants who are still bitter, who hate the Cowboys. They're saying that, no, we're really America's team. Well, dude, listen. After the season you had last year, you ain't anywhere close to being America's team. Okay? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest, Giants. Okay? But you've got then other people saying, well, hey, look, the New England Patriots. Look at what they've done over the last 15 years. Maybe we're really America's team. And now you have Aaron frickin' Rodgers out there saying that, we should be having America's team. You're seeing articles out there. 5 teams that could supplant the Cowboys as America's team. Guys, you misunderstand what it is. That's like saying that somebody else could be the Steel Curtain. Because that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers were known as, the Steel Curtain. There's been better defenses since then, but there'll always be the Steel Curtain. You understand? You can be the most popular team or being the best team. You're taking a nickname. Okay. Be that as it may. Here's my take right now. We had a lot of problems this past week on offense, without a doubt. There's plenty of blame to go around on the team. From players not executing, because guys will say, Connor Williams is a bust. Well, Connor Williams played 69 plays. He only had 4 bad ones. It's not that bad when you consider the talent he was playing against. He was playing against the best front 7 in football, arguably, in his first game. 4 mistakes, it's not that bad. I don't see him doing any Chaz Green blocks out there. And he'll get better with time. Joe Looney, first start. didn't do a bad job. But again, look at the talent they're playing against. Zeke didn't exactly have a lot of holes there because, again, they're playing against a great front seven. Dak had some good plays and had some ones that you went and kind of said, damn, what the hell happened? Just like everybody else. Wide receivers. Some of them got open from time to time. Some of them didn't. But there's also coaching. Now, Vosh will argue with me. Vosh Lombardi. If you don't know who Vosh is, I guess you just don't know YouTube. But Vosh, who is a great evaluator of talent, guy who should be working on ESPN, makes a valid point about, execution. Sometimes it's not play calling. When you look at the stats for Tavon Austin, you'll see 1 yard, I think. But Austin had a great screenplay that actually went for about 9 yards. But unfortunately, we got called for a block in the back from Tyron Smith. It's a perfect play call for the time. Picked up 9 yards. But that was the execution was the reason why we didn't get that there. And a lot of times we ended up having a penalty at the wrong time, which killed drives. And make no mistake, you make 10 yards on a play and you get a 15-yard personal foul. Instead of it being first down up the field, it's first down. It's first down and 25 yards back. It makes a difference. There's not a lot of great plays for 3rd and 17. So execution is a big part of it. But coaching has to go in that as well. Teaching the proper technique, having the right defense against the right offense, having the right play call, mixing things up. What I would like to say is, here in my mind, as a football player, you are always worried about losing your job. You have to play like your job depends on it, because it does. One of the things that always bothered me is when Jerry Jones is asked, is Jason Garrett on the hot seat? And you can't really say, yeah, you're on the hot seat. But it almost feels like it doesn't matter if we win or lose. I still have a job. I'll still be the coach of the Cowboys. And when you're not worried about your job, you don't fight as hard. Because, see, the most dangerous man in the world, or person in the world, I should say, is somebody who has nothing to lose. They will put everything on the line. They will go all out to achieve. Because why? They got nothing to lose. And this coaching staff should be feeling pressure of, we got to win because my ass is on the line. We've got to do something. We've got to figure this shit out, because I'm getting tired of seeing the same stuff all the time. 2 tight end sets. We're going to run the ball. Teams know you're going to run the ball. Teams know we are going to try and stop Zeke Elliott. We need to throw some curveballs a few more times. We need to do maybe some run-pass options. We need to take what Dak Prescott does well. And I'm telling you, pocket passing, he can do it. But he is so much better outside of the pocket. Don't give defenses a stationary target for him. We know he's going to be at this point. That's our point of attack. Move the pocket around. Make it bootleg. Get the flow going to the left with Zeke Elliott, because you know they're selling out to make sure they stop Zeke. Roll him out to the right. Get your wide receivers a chance to have one-on-one coverage to be able to try and make a play. Be less predictable. Go out there. 4 wideouts from time to time with just Zeke in the backfield. Just do something different and play like your life depends on it. Now, I still believe a lot of our problems this past week was offense just has not played together. Too many new parts. And I believe they're going to do a lot better than what they did that first game. I honestly do. It's just going to take time. In fact, I'm happy that they're not peaking the first month and then petering off as the season goes on. But what we have to do, we have to get a win on Sunday night. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to beat those New York stinking Giants. Your season may depend on it. And Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, I think you guys need to coach like your life depends on it. Your football life. Now, hopefully, we go out with a sense of urgency and realize that this is game number 2 of 16 to prove that you belong in the playoffs. Guys, as always, thank you guys for being part of the Jobu Sports Report. I'm still actually went from North Carolina to Delaware to avoid the hurricane. Of course, the rain and stuff is still here, so my wife can have her vacation. But I will be ready to rock and roll from the man cave on Sunday. You can best believe I'm going to have my game face on. I'm Mark Holmes. It's my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and thank you guys for being part of the Jobu Sports Report. I'll see you soon.